nobody's around. But you hear it just as plain like somebody's there.
Right. Well, that means that if you hearing your name being called, we have to ask, what is your name? What is your true name? Is that really your name? We know it's not positive. There's nothing positive calling you because you're more than a name. A name is physical. We didn't have names in Africa 5,000 years ago, or what they call Africa today. We didn't have names. We went by the formation of the universe. The sun wasn't even called a sun. What was it called? It's the same thing that we are, just another form. It's like when you see a child with autism, it has a defect, so therefore the body is different. The sun has an effect on it, the body is different. So compared to the sun, we handicapped, but it still sees significance in us. It loves us. So when you hear things calling your name, you are not a name. So you might want to kind of check it out. Now answer to it, don't open portals, because you got a right to let it in. It's up to you to let whatever is around you in. You can shut it out real quick. I'm telling you right now, just like the ancestors, we so afraid, well, we're going to give honor to the rep. No, the ancestors are supposed to give honor to you. Because they are in portals waiting to go somewhere else. And without you, they can't go nowhere else. And again, they just like us, a bunch of alcoholics sitting in and we giving, we giving them stuff. Just like tonight, we're going to do this in style. We got some Ciroc, you know what I mean? When you treat them right, they'll treat you right. You know what I mean? They answer to you. So that's the alchemy. For those who just got in, when you mix in the different brands, these are the elixirs. That's what they call the spirits. When you have the brown, the white, the gins, and all of that stuff. When you mix it, you mix in the spirits. And the spirits is what? That's who you are. So therefore, you are getting in tune with your higher self when you are mixing it. Again, when you go home, take a shot glass of the white, mix it with a shot glass of the brown, and just let it set. You know what I mean? And some copper for about 3 days. And that copper, boy, I'm talking about, if you really want to dream, you want to fuck them entities up that's at the gateway, you up Mike Tyson their ass. Yeah. With that, you take some clean copper, some real copper, because they got some stuff out there that ain't copper today. You know what I'm saying? So because they know that it's against them. They're afraid, because the copper has a lot to do, it's in kinship with the melanin. It has a component in it that's in kinship with the melanin. So therefore, now they're trying to pull it and make artificial copper.
Like a penny or something?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say a penny, because penny goes through a lot of hands of a lot of folks. So you can go to Home Depot or something like that and just let it sit for a little while, clean itself, and just drop it into your alcohol. You know what I mean? Mix the elixirs. The more you see, we real scientists. We are the alchemists, the melanin. So when you mixing all of this up, what you're doing is you sending signals to your melanin, and your melanin is a transmitter, and it's sharing with the sun. The sun is getting it in too. The sun had times when it woke up and it had, you know what I mean? It had an overnight suspension. It had a, where it's been out all night, you come home and you fucked up and you got to go to sleep. That's the eclipse. The sun and the moon then had overnight relations. It ain't no bad thing. They didn't have overnight relations. They had a hangover. That's you. When you have hangovers, that's the eclipse. But if you're having a hangover from trying to find information with somebody who's on the same frequency as you, y'all in the house, y'all bonding, y'all, you know what I mean, you doing things, you building together, you doing things together, and you say, you know what, you wake up the next day and you had a hangover. You done had a good eclipse. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody you done took home and you done drunk with them, had some activity, sex with. That's just for the matrix. You ain't producing nothing in the other world for yourself.
So is that what that song was talking about, the sweetest hangover?
That's right. That's right. That's us. The sweetest hangover. You know what I'm saying? We do it best. We do it best. Even when we play the best music, physically and spiritually. You get what I'm saying? So even though y'all see us today playing all this negative stuff because it's controlled by the reptilians, they need this type of vibe. They need the low megahertz in order to exist. Excuse me. You get what I'm saying? So these people that's reptilians, what they do is they'll call you up and say, you know what, we like your talent. Come over to California, not knowing you're going to another planet, the planet of the reptilians. And what you're doing is they're going to take you in a room, and they got a machine behind the door where they can push the button and suck your subconscious out right then and there. It's easy. It sounds crazy. Or they'll duct tape your ass, take you in the basement, hook you up to a machine, an MK Ultra machine, and you through. Now the reptilian got in your body. Now they can come out into public. They can't come out into public being reptilians because the environment that we are in, it'll burn them. They can't. They have to live underground. You know what I'm saying? So in order for them to come above ground, they have to occupy a melanated body. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, the sweetest thing.
I experienced ringing in my ears a lot.
ringing in your ears. That's your defense. It's like a seed when it reproduces to become a flower or whatever it is to sustain you. It goes through a ringing type of vibration. Vibration is what causes these things to manifest. So when you put your seed in the ground and the sun is touching it, the vibration is what's causing it to grow. The hydrogen in the water is causing it to grow. So right now, when you are dreaming and your melanin is opening now, it's evolving because of the paradigm shift. What's happening is the vibration from the universe is causing a paradigm shift. It's reproducing something in you that's going to cause you to be superior. Your brain capacity is going to be way beyond 15% in the next 5 years. They know this. This is why they got the CERN machine, because the entities that's traveling through these portals, they don't even know what they're letting in. They don't even know what they're letting in. They think it's something against us, but they in trouble. They really, I'm telling you, they in trouble. They opening up portals, don't even know what the fuck they playing with. You get what I'm saying? So if you're opening up other portals, that's apart from the physical world, what are you letting in spiritually? Because we know that anything on the outside don't like you. You get what I'm saying? It don't like you. The sun tell you that when they burn your ass and you got to put on sunblock. It don't like your ass. It don't want to talk to you. Put on sunblock. Block yourself. It blocks the cause. So when you go outside trying to get in tune with the sun and you white and you lack neuromelanin, the sun hanging up on you. You trying to dial to get to the sun to get you some vitamin D. And the sun say, oh, Lord, this that white motherfucker again. Hang that shit up. You know what I'm saying? It just can't tune in to them. They know this. It's about you. When they talk about comets coming in from the universe and all of that, the super Earths, they talking about something that's going on inside of you. That's their code word to say that black people got comets inside of them that's producing, and it's going to cause them to be able to elevate to certain dimensions that's going to be against us. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Now.
With the ringing in the ears, I'm sorry.
It's a defense.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Where I live at now, the lights, excuse me, I got to. The lights on my street, just like when I first moved there, they didn't make noise. Mm-hmm. And now they put off a ringing, a high frequency pitch. And I feel like it's at me to attack me. Mm-hmm. And like, is there anything that I can do to defend myself against that?
Right.
Because when I go in the house out here, when I'm outside the church.
Right. Do this. Get you a stocking cap, right? And don't cut a hole in it all the way. Cut a thin layer, make another layer in it, and stick the copper. Again, the copper is in relation to the melanin. And the melanin is what's defeating the negative electromagnetic waves that's coming in. So take some copper and put it in and sew it back up. And while you sleep at night, put it over top of your ears. All right? All right. Now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this, and then we'll go into Q&A right after this. Again, I'm going to answer whatever question y'all got. We got all night. I'm going to give you your money worth, and for those who travel, I'm going to make sure if I'm here at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be here. This is a good night. The moon is doing a lot of things tonight in our favor, so it's good that we sit here with our mind open so we can get some of this good food, because the Pope and I'm trying to intercept it. They down in that catacomb tonight trying to get this energy. They're taking that shit. They ain't getting none of this shit tonight. No way. All right, now I told people that I was going to prove how the pyramids got from one dimension to another, because dimensions is not outside. A dimension could be within a dimension. Now, first before I go into mine, because this is me right here expressing myself, so I'm going to be reading from this. This is an article that I got. It's talking about CERN. For those who don't know what CERN is, it says CERN is based in Geneva, Switzerland, for nuclear research and derived from French concealed European research nuclear arms. CERN has become a staple in the development of grid computing and enabling electrical grids. CERN has been partially developed and focused on their extensive knowledge and utilization of time portals and time travel technologies, anti-gravitational developments, and nuclear propulsion blueprints. Time travel is mainly done through interdimensional doorways, interdimensional portals, space portals, worm portals, dimension channels, and some can exist and be accessed in the brain via what? The pituitary gland and pineal gland. We know that their pineal gland is not functioning. So why are they going to say that portals can be accessed by way of pituitary and pineal glands when theirs is calcified? The sun don't even communicate with it. So they got to be talking about us. So they trying to open up our portals to come into our world again. The machine that's on the ground, it's no coincidence that they have a CERN machine on each coast under the ground, and they set it off when you sleep at night. They use HAARP in the daytime and they use CERN at night. Because HAARP, what they do is they can send, like she was saying earlier, why she hearing ringing sounds in her community. In so-called black communities, they are using these electrical wires to send off the waves. And some people in that neighborhood, in black communities, they have chips in them from the genetically modified foods that they eat. So they can tap, and next thing you know, they done killed their baby, killed their mother, killed their wife, and then they wake up in prison, don't even know why they did this shit, because they want you to do this shit. They just sent off frequencies from the 150 antennas that they got off in Alaska called HAARP, H-A-A-R-P, check it out. Don't believe me. And what they can do is, when they give you all of these vaccinations, this is metals that they put in your body, satellites. So what they can do is they can send off negative frequencies in black communities, touch those metals, and now you under an MK Ultra spell. Look at the movie with Denzel Washington. What's the name of that movie?
Manchurian Candidate.
Manchurian Candidates. You get what I'm saying? Check that movie out, Manchurian Candidates. So yeah, it says, the hyperdimensional resonators or hypersonic glider can be used for time travel. Interdimensional beings travel through jump rope or jump gate technology given to the CIA by the created entity, the Greys, the extraterrestrials, in exchange for the souls of humankind. The Montauk Project was originally called Phoenix Project, involved a large SAGE radar installation dish. Interdimensional doorways are two-way tunnels or curtains of lights that are intertwined with projects similar to these. Energy gates are another term often used when discussing this subject, and not only travel through time, but to different dimensions and other places in the universe, which is who you are. So that means that they can travel, they can use time, which is motion and energy, to travel through your body by way of your chakras. You have chakras in your system, which is your energy centers. And we have 7 energy centers in what we call America, which is Northwest America, really. This is a part of Africa. You get what I'm saying? So Northwest Africa, and what they do is they have energy centers, and these pyramids, one of them is under the White House. And they can go into this pyramid, and they have another White House underground in Colorado, and they can get there within minutes. They can go into that pyramid and time travel within minutes. And they also have pyramids where they can go to other planets on this dimension, and it's called the Pegasus Project, where they go and they have a school of their own where they teach these presidents before they come out 10 years before they are selected to become presidents. But I'm going to go further. Let's see. Yeah, where was we at? All right, it says, the Project Pegasus has been said to be a Central Intelligence Agency project, CIA, in the 1970s. Andrew Basiago claims he was a participant in time travel, with others backing his claim and others making the same claim with similar details. It has been said to be ignited under Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, in the late 1960s and many experiments in the early 1970s. There are claims that under Project Pegasus, the CIA trained operatives in Tesla teleportation and chronovision events and glands in your brain can help you read these teleportation devices. So we have things in our brain that can tap into these things before they try to attack us, and we can shut it down. All right, now, if y'all remember, I'm going to give you a good example. If y'all remember, last week they said the CERN machine had to shut down because they said some animal got stuck in the machine. No, it fucking won't. The ancestors got in tune with that shit and shut that bitch down. That's what happened. You get what I'm saying? So we some bad motherfuckers. We real gangsters, but we can't be gangsters killing each other. You get what I'm saying? We got to be gangsters against the real enemy. A soul can't fight a soul. A soul have to fight a non-soul being. This is how you balance the scales of Maya. You get what I'm saying? Because you have the negative and the positive, but when the negative is fighting the negative, or the positive is fighting the positive, you can't see who the real enemy is. You have to balance the scales, because it's uneven then. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to go into we'll go back to this, and this is what I wrote. This is what came from my ancestors. All right? Now, the universe is your spiritual brain. You are fragments of the universe, so if the mood and thoughts of the universe change, your mood and thoughts will change as well. Therefore, whatever thought is running through your mind is also running through the mind of the universe. We are all none other than time traveling in a physical body, picking up on information to insert into the universe's computer, which in turn creates other worlds for other time in the form of physical bodies to inhabit. You are not living on Earth. I'm going to say that again. They lied to you about other stuff. They said Columbus founded America. We found out that he didn't. They said that Jesus existed, and we found out that when we do the chronology, he didn't. Right? So now we have to say, are we really living on Earth? And who are we really? anyway. You are not living on earth. You are living on a hologram.